What is up, Hustle family? I hope you are all having an amazing day. It has been about a month since I've uploaded a video, and I'm sorry for that. Quarter four, fourth quarter, head boggled, everything going on. Lots going on really fast, really quick, all at once. Yeah, no, we're just kind of starting to catch back up. So that's why it's been a minute. I wanted to come back and really do a video that was going to help a lot of people. And it just so happened that right now we're just passing, a couple weeks ago, marked the 1 year anniversary of us going full time. And that is, neither of us having a job, still being able to pay the mortgage, going full time on reselling. And that really is, it seems like the goal for a lot of people. If you're starting out part time, if you haven't started at all, you want to know, is it tangible? Is it possible to go full time reselling? And of course it is. And what I wanted to talk about today, what I really wanted to come back to YouTube with, was something that I felt was kind of big. And so today we're going to talk about the 5 things that I feel that I've learned or we've learned through the first year of full-time reselling. And I know you guys' time is super important, so I want to jump right into it. Remember to hit the like, thumbs up, subscribe button, all that. But we're going to go right to number one. And the number one thing that I have found is reselling has to be done on multiple platforms. Now, some people that have been reselling for a long time are only eBay or only Amazon, but for us, in our experience, having the one platform, which we started out on Amazon, which, eBay, some people say eBay's easier, some people say Amazon's easier, but we started out on Amazon, we were going good, and we just needed more. Our checks were not, what they needed to be full-time reselling, and we were doing just retail arbitrage on Amazon. We did that for about 4 months, and then we were like, hey, we are drastically paycheck to paycheck. We don't have any room to grow. We need to do something different or something more. And that's what we did. We evolved into eBay, Mercari, and Poshmark. And we didn't do it slowly. All of a sudden, over the course of like 48 hours, both her and I had a Mercari, both her and I had a Poshmark, and we both had an eBay store. And we just hit it. We started going to thrift stores. We started going on, we started driving out a little bit more, and we took, like $100 that we had extra from Amazon, and we just started buying eBay inventory, and we did it small scale. We bought really cheap items. Now, we didn't buy a lot of items because of this rule, but we bought really cheap items that had really good ROI or return on investment. So we were turning that $1 to $5 into, $15 to $25. And that is really how we just started the slow grind of growing eBay, growing Mercari, expanding. We did get lucky on one of them. We had a thrift store that closed down, and they gave us about 300 books and 100 articles of clothing. That was fantastic. They also sold us our mannequins. We got 2 mannequins for $5 a piece. So that right there was luck, but I attribute that to being out and just knowing what's going on. I try and be as friendly as possible with all of the thrift store people, and they'll let you in the back sometimes, or when they're closing, they'll give you something good. You'll walk into the store and they'll be like, hey, we're going to close in a week. Come back in a week, come around back, we'll load your car up with stuff for you. And that's literally what happened there. But we started with, $100 that we had from Amazon, threw it into eBay, threw it into Mercari, and just slowly but surely, made 100% ROI on a $5 purchase, made 200% ROI on a $3 purchase. And we just did that in small increments. So number one is branching out. You want to be on multiple platforms if you want to scale or if you want to go full time. I truly feel that without scaling to different platforms, we wouldn't be where we are today. One of us would have had to get a job, or both of us would have had to get a job. Amazon, we live in a small town, and Amazon just it wasn't doing the volume, it wasn't doing the scale we needed. But that's going to take us to number two. The second thing that I learned is scale accordingly. Once you do, some people will hop right in, they will bulk order a pallet of wholesale goods from liquidation.com, from bulk.com, from any of these liquidation sites. They'll get a pallet of inventory. They are new to listing, they are new to pricing, they don't really know the platform. They hopped in just by making a big purchase, and now they don't know what to do with it. Scale accordingly. So when you do realize you want to scale, or when you have the need to scale and have the ability to do so, don't overdo it, don't underdo it. Find that perfect balance. We actually just a year in started ordering from bulk.com. So either today or tomorrow we're going to get our first liquidation order or our first wholesale order. And I am going to do the unboxing on a video for you guys of our first wholesale order, but our caseload should be coming from bulk. We ordered it about a week and a half ago, so it should be here any day. But when you decide to scale, make sure you scale accordingly. And that's also going to take us into number 3. I smashed these fingers in a box, so that's not, that got hurt. But number 3, we'll do it like that. Number 3 is sometimes reselling isn't enough. And if you want to go full-time, if you're someone that did have, you did quit your job and you're going full-time and you're trying to scale, one of the things we did is we learned other avenues, other streams of income. And when you are reselling, you are going to have downtime. You're not always going to be listing. You're not always going to be sourcing. You're not always going to be shipping stuff. And you're not always going to be dealing with customers. So in that downtime, take advantage of it. Learn another stream of income. Learn another avenue of profit, such as the stock market. Learn affiliate marketing. Learn blogging, learn wholesale real estate. You don't need a real estate license to do wholesale real estate, and you can make really good money. Learn drop shipping, web design. If you have a Mac, learn app creation for the Apple Store. You'd be surprised how easy it is to make an app on an Apple computer. Ridiculously easy, and the best part is all of those guides are right here on YouTube. Now, I don't personally make them because I'm not an expert in web design. I'm not an expert in app creation, but I am someone that has enough knowledge to go out there and start making pennies on the dollar, which isn't a lot, but it is when you have all of these streams slowly feeding in. Got a dog down here whining for attention. But number 4, never stop learning brands. Straight up gonna say it, when you are sitting on the toilet playing a game, you're wasting your time. You could be going through eBay, checking sold comps for things. I made a video, how I've built my Bolo list, or when you see Bolo, be on lookout for brands. I did a video on how I've built my Bolo list in under a year to over 300 brands. When I go around a thrift store, I do not limit myself to one category. Some people only pick books. Some people only pick clothes. Some people only pick media, video games, DVDs, things like that. And some people only pick shoes. That's when I see a lot. Some people will go around, they'll go in, they'll pick shoes, they'll leave. I go through the entire thrift store. I'm looking in every section because I've spent time and dedicated time to building that Bolo list. I know what brands I'm looking for when I go to women's clothing just as much as I know what video games for PlayStation 2 I'm looking for. I'm knowing what type of games sell better. I'm knowing what fabric of clothing to look for to tell the quality. And that's all just time spent in those little moments, 5 minutes here and there. 5 minutes spent waiting outside of somewhere for an appointment. 5 minutes spent in the bathroom, 5-10 minutes spent just here and there going to eBay. And you can watch the video, I describe it more in the video, but going to eBay, for example, filtering to sold and just typing in jeans and filter to sold, highest price, and now you know kind of what jeans to look for. Looking up on YouTube how to spot old Levi jeans, what does the stitching in a Levi jean say? What does a single-sided tag on the Levi's say? What does the big E versus little e in a Levi's tag say? Learning all those things is just going to help you. And if you want to go full-time, you got to look at it like a full-time job. You're not working for a boss anymore telling you what to do. So you literally have to fill your time with things that are going to advance and excel your purpose or your meaning. So when you're not shipping, when you're not sourcing, when you're not listing, taking photographs, always be learning. Constantly strive for a higher education in whatever field you're in. And when it comes to reselling, knowing your brands is going to be what helps you, get a step ahead of the competition. While person A goes in and checks, 2, 3 different categories in the thrift store, spends 20 minutes in the store, counts it as a loss and leaves, I'm spending an hour and a half, 2 hours in a thrift store, literally looking over every single rack, every single item, every single brand, because you really, really never know what you're going to find. And that'll take us to number 5, and this almost is the most important thing on the list, in my opinion, and that is money management is just as important as making money. And what do I mean by that? Frivolous spending, things you don't need, are going to hurt you just as much as selling 3 or 4 items right now is going to help you. You have to think about the cost of things beyond what it costs, and that's hard to see. But when I look at a $10 bill, I don't see $10. I don't see one meal at McDonald's or Taco Bell. I see each one of those dollars as a chance to turn it into $5. I see that $10 bill as the potential to be a $100 bill or a $50 bill. And then I instantly see that $50 or $100 bill as potential to be $200, $300, and so on. It just scales. So if you change the way you think about the money you currently have, and you start thinking about it as, instead of making something in my kitchen, if I go spend this $10 on a fast food meal down the road, I'm not just spending that $10. I'm spending my potential to make hundreds of dollars. And that's the mindset I've got in. And I don't know if you can hear this dog crying, but she really wants attention. But that is the mindset I've had to get in. And it has really, really helped on frivolous spending. We were thinking a couple months ago, we had the potential to go buy a new car, which is something that we've been talking about, is something that we need. A new car would help the business right now. We've been looking at something a little bigger. We each have a hatchback right now, which is great, but we want to start, traveling and sourcing. That is really our next scale. But in order to do that, we have to be really smart. We decided against it, and we're probably going to wait another 6 months because we want to have 40 to 50% down to make our monthly payments less. Now, when we were looking at it, could we afford to go get a car right now? Yes. But if we wait, what is going to be the outcome? If we wait 6 months down the road, instead of having a $300-400 car payment a month with the bigger down, we're going to have like a $150 to $190 car payment every month. And that is worth the wait because we can survive without it currently. So it's really just thinking about your money in a smarter way. Think about your money in potential, not just in the base dollar it is. Do you need that new game for $60? You could turn that $60 into $300, $400, $500 if you wait a month. If you go picking with that money today, list it all today and wait a month, what is that $60 going to become? And that's really what I want to leave you guys with, is really just think about every angle and the potential. Because what you are right now is nothing compared to the potential you could be tomorrow, a week from now, a month from now, or a year from now. And as long as you are striving, and you don't have to be winning, but as long as you're striving to grow and striving to learn and striving to be something better, then you are winning. Even if you're not currently where you want to be, as long as you are doing everything you can to get there, then you're a winner. As always, guys, everything you want is out there. You just have to go and get it. I love you all, and I will be back soon with another video. I promise I'm not going to make you guys wait a whole month. The liquidation unboxing is going to come soon, and I'm also going to be doing a Dymo troubleshooting video. We had this weird grinding noise coming from our Dymo. Couldn't figure out what it was, but we did get that solved, so we're going to do a Dymo troubleshooting video for you guys, and a few other things in the work. I want to do a ride-along, shop with me thrifting video. So hit that subscribe button if not already. Leave a comment below. We want to know, what is your number one rule for yourself right now? Do you have something you wake up every day and you're like, all right, this is a rule for my life. It's a rule for my day. Anything from I have to list 10 items a day, or I have to go to the gym for at least an hour. We want to know, what is one rule you guys keep in your life around your business or around your well-being. Take it easy, guys. Go out there, kill it, make some money.